Have you ever felt the weight of responsibility for your family's future? Like deep, deep down, you know you're meant to be the one who changes everything. And if so, this video is for you. Welcome to Wisdom Etc., this space where we seek to unpack and understand eternal wisdom and make it work for you. I am Flavio, and each month of this year, we are focusing on one of the 12 areas of life. And then we go from health to wealth, from purpose to relationships. This month, we are diving into one of the most important of all, is the family. May is the month of the family, the foundation of society. And if you missed last week's videos, we talked about forgiveness. It's a very profound and deep subject, forgiveness within the family. So go and check it out after this video. And if you want to, your daily shots of wisdom, follow us on Instagram as well. Link on the screen. Just check us out there. Today, we are unpacking what it means to have a prosperity mindset, not just for your own success, but for the sake of your family. And you will discover why prosperity starts in the mind and what it means to be the Joseph of your family. You know the Joseph story. We're going to go a little bit into that. And you also we're gonna share with you practically how you could generate income today, and also how to break free from limiting beliefs that are keeping you small. So let's be honest here. You may or may not be the person everyone turns to. Maybe you are the one with the vision, with the ambition, and also perhaps the pressure. What if you could learn to lead? And what if you could learn to provide and also to prosper without burning out? And I believe you can, and it starts here. Let's face it, almost everyone has family challenges, whether it is the family you came from or the family you are building right now with your spouse, with your partner, or perhaps it's the family you are leading, your kids, your children, your offspring. And family isn't just an emotional state. Family can be strategic, and it is the basis of society. It is the tripod of society. Family is a mirror of divine design. That's why we must do three things: reframe, build, and train. We reframe the way you see family, not just as a burden or just as a responsibility, but as a calling. And you build intentionally with love, with structure, with vision. It takes time, it takes work, and you train the next generation so that they can go further than you ever did. But what does that look like in real life? Imagine if you are able to retire your parents. Don't see them waiting for government scraps. Don't rely on them, government pension systems. But imagine if you're able to provide for them with dignity. Like my mother right now, she's a widow. How much I wish I could bless her more. My father-in-law going through cancer treatment right now as we speak, uh, in Italy, and how we wish we could provide for him instead of relying fully on the national health system. So what if we could be the Joseph of our families? If you could remember the story of Joseph in the scriptures, how God used him to save his family. He was sold as a slave from his brother. His brother sold him to Egypt as a slave. Then he's put into prison. He spent some time in prison for a crime he did not did. But later on, he is brought to Pharaoh, and he was able to interpret Pharaoh's dream. And because of that, he was in charge of the whole land of Egypt, and he was able to save many lives from the Egyptians and the nations around there, and the lives of his family, the family of Jacob. So, are you the Joseph of your family? Write down, I am the one who will bring some changes and provide for my family. And but if you want to be Joseph, you need to act a little bit like him, manage resources well, unlocks, unblock your giftings, create opportunities, multiply resources, generate income. This isn't just theory. This is strategy. And we know others have arrived. And if other people are able to do that, you and me, we can also get there. Let me share with you 5 pillars of prosperity I learned recently. The first one is, well, generate income, right? We need to generate income. Second, we need to manage well. Third one, we need to multiply this income. Four, we need to enjoy it. Yeah, make good use for ourselves. And the fifth, we overflow it. We give it away. We invest in God's kingdom. We give to the needy. We invest in causes bigger than ourselves. So, uh, we're talking about family. You and I should start building our family's financial freedom today. And there are a lot of practical wisdom out there to help us to start the process in our minds. So let's be real then. You need money to build. Let's talk about income generation and how we could generate that. We could sell a product, we can offer a service, we can start a business, we can monetize with referrals, and we can use what we already know. I bet you probably have at least 10 money making ideas in your head. The only thing missing is execution. Make them happen. Choose one of those ideas and start working on it. I am on a journey. I'm not there. I'm building up as I speak, as I record this video. This YouTube channel is part of it. It's part of me building my project. And as far as I understood the game, you shouldn't be chasing money to get rich. You should be investing in your mind. Without wisdom, we can't get there. Even if we get $1 million, they will disappear. So prosperity isn't luck. It's a learned mindset. Prosperity is growth. True prosperity is the ability to grow. So everything you touch, including your own resources, your mind, your skills, they will need to grow. And growth takes pressure, there is the pressure. Sometimes to go to the next level, we will need to face challenges, to stretch us. That's the pressure of growth and the pain and perhaps the step of faith that we need to go to progress in each stage of our life in this journey of prosperity, in this journey of growth that we are going through. Let's talk about diligence. The secret most people ignore is diligence, right? Diligence is consistent effort plus strategic mindset. So it is not working hard for nothing, but working smart, consistently with purpose. So diligence to develop uh, key skills that would take us to the next level, like communication skills, leadership skills, sales skills. These are just skills, they are a sign of diligence. The reason I am doing these YouTube videos is to improve my communication skills. I'm learning, even improving my English speaking. English is not my first language, but I put my face out there. I'm overcoming those things. So little by little, learning and developing to position ourselves as leaders, as people of influence. And this is practically can cause a powerful mind shift in your mind. So I encourage you to do the same. Now, multiple income streams. If you only have one income stream, you are one step from poverty, and that's a sad reality. So we need to build at least three. Your current um, income matches your current comfort, but your future, it demands more. So we need to organize ourselves, and we know that true wealth comes from within. This is where everything starts. So your prosperity will only rise to the level of your mentality. Your prosperity will rise to the level of your skills, the skills that you developed. We mentioned three: communications, sales, and leadership. Then you have your competences, the connections that you have, your network, and your wisdom. What is the wisdom? To know what needs to be done. And add to the wisdom adds discipline. Discipline is to do what needs to be done, right? And that's the formula. Invest in it, invest in wisdom, and take the time to live out that wisdom with discipline. Now, a few action steps for you, just for us to conclude this video. Write down all your income sources. And then the second thing you can do is you can write down, all the income sources you could create in the next 30 days. What are the things you can do? Is that something you can sell? Even used things that you have at home that you haven't used for a long time, this old guitar in the corner that you never use, just sell it, generate some income, even if it's something small. I'm sure there are other source of incomes you can create in the next 30 days. And the third one is to plan to build three active income streams. Then you have to spend perhaps more time into this. Now, if this video helped you, please like, subscribe, and comment below. I am building prosperity for my family. I would love to hear your stories, your thoughts on that. It is a journey. I am on a journey with my family, and I believe you are on a journey with your family too. So remember, prosperity is not about what you earn. It's about who you become in the process. The process of changing, of growing, of developing. You become the person God has made us to be. So remember, your past does not define you. Your next decision does. What you decide today will take you into tomorrow. So let's rise together, prosper together, build strong families together to live out God's kingdom on earth. I will see you in the next video.